Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer and I use the Sidereal Zodiac to predict. And today I'm going to be talking about the weeklies. Yes, this is the week 46 of the year 2021. And my weeklies are based on Moon's interaction with all the planets. That is Moon's movement through the signs. Moon moves into a particular nakshatra and stays there for 24 hours and 6 hours approximately in one NAVAMASA. That's how Moon is called the swiftest, because it completes its round of the whole zodiac in 27 days, approximately. So what exactly is this week getting us at? Yes, Moon is going to be transiting through the three signs, that is Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius, and lastly Pisces for a day on the 14th onwards. So this is going to be a very important week because Moon is firstly going to be conjunct Venus, then is going to be conjunct Jupiter and Saturn and aspected by Mars. And the major highlight of the week is that Saturn is going to be transiting through the Taurus NAVAMASA again. Why again? Because Saturn was in Taurus NAVAMASA. I'll give you the dates. Was in the Taurus NAVAMASA from the 21st Feb to the 26th of March, 25th July to the 14th of September. And now it's going to be in the Taurus NAVAMASA from the 7th of November till the 22nd of December. Very important transit. Why? Because Saturn is going to be in the PUSHKARA NAVAMASA. It's a very pious NAVAMASA. It's considered to be very auspicious. And in PUSHKARA Bhaga, that is on the 14 degrees, it is the PUSHKARA Bhaga. Again, a very positive one on the 20th of November. Plus minus one day we can take. Now, what exactly does this mean? You see, when Saturn is transiting through Shravana nakshatra, that's happening since the 23rd of January, and it's going to be there till the 18th of February 2022. So Shravana nakshatra basically is about hearing what the others are trying to say. We must listen to them, because what happens, we are more about doing things on our own, and then at the end of the day we feel that we have lost so much. So it's best to seek the advice, do things as per the people around us are trying to convey. At times, these advices are really helpful. Also, this is a nakshatra where owned by Moon. So what is the connectivity? Saturn, Moon, and Venus. Now they are forming a connectivity because it's the Taurus NAVAMASA which is getting active. So you will have a lot of changes when Saturn is transiting through Shravana. You will have a lot of changes in your work, in your profession. Shravana nakshatra is all about deception. Moon is about deception because ruled by Vamana, the avatar of Vishnu. So what happens, in this story, if you have heard, he is actually trying to deceive the king Mahabali. So that is the reason, when Saturn is transiting through this nakshatra of Shravana, so one must be very careful as to what exactly are you, what is exactly hidden, what is the agenda behind what is being visible. So one must be very careful. There can be deception at the place of work. Maybe there are certain hidden clauses that you don't know and you sign the papers. All that you have to be extra careful about. Also, Saturn is going to be in Taurus NAVAMASA. So Taurus NAVAMASA, because there are 9 NAVAMASA, Saturn will be transiting through, and there are 4 padas in Shravana: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. So this is the second pada of Shravana nakshatra. So this is a very important one. Why? Because it is going to be about some stability. It is about something which is going to be getting a lot of clarity. Things which you have taken up are going to be completed now. Saturn transiting through Taurus is a very crucial transit right now. Why? Because Rahu is seated in Taurus sign in the D1 chart, in the Rashi chart, in the Lagna Kundali. So when Saturn is transiting through Taurus NAVAMASA, then the eclipses are also happening in this axis this year. So this will lead to a lot of upheavals in the masses. There can be some major policy decision making which can take place during this time. Second sign of the natural zodiac is also India's Lagna chart's first house. So this is a very important transit. Why? Because there will be certain major decisions which will be impacting the masses. The government will be coming out and all out, in fact, and making some major decisions during this time. Economical setbacks or maybe some upheavals we'll be facing during this time, because Saturn is said and done. Saturn is a malefic planet, whatever said and done. In one sign it exalts of Venus, and the other sign where Saturn is in Taurus right now in NAVAMASA. So this will be like, too much inclination towards your financials, family, food. You will be focused on enhancing those financials, but it leads to depletion of savings also. Your expenditures might increase. So all these on the global level, if we see this transit of Saturn in Taurus, because this is a PUSHKARA NAVAMASA and a PUSHKARA Bhaga is also part of it. So this is definitely a very positive transit. Gemini transit, I am a little worried about, because we had the second wave when Saturn was transiting through the Gemini NAVAMASA. So which is again going to be, I'll just tell you the dates when Saturn is going to be in Gemini NAVAMASA again. That is going to be from the 22nd December to the 21st of January 2022. So this is the time we must be a little extra cautious. It's not about the third wave or something. I don't want to say all that. But, of course, this COVID is downhill. It is going to be there for with us as a common flu, maybe little worse than that. But yes, this definitely is a precarious time from 22nd December till the 21st of January. If we go back and see when Saturn was transiting through from the 26th of March till the 24th of May, that was the upsurge of COVID. So one must be very careful when Saturn is transiting through Gemini again. So I will be making a separate video also of that. But this week, we must focus on Saturn's transit into Taurus NAVAMASA and, of course, Moon's movement. So let me share the screen and see how the week looks like. All right, so for Aries people, Moon will be transiting through your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses, and lastly, the 12th house. So you will be having some emotional confrontation with your female counterparts or with your partner. There can be some exploration, some innovative ideas that you'll be putting forward at the place of work, and you will be acknowledged as well. Saturn is going to be in Taurus NAVAMASA, so you will be having some confusion related to your financials. You have to work through those financials, and you will be having some depletion of your savings as well. You might be having some travels this week. You might be having, you can have some emotional bent of mind at the place of work. Somebody is leaving or you're changing the job. That is also quite likely. So you are feeling quite emotionally charged up at during the middle of the week. 10th, 11th, you will be having a lot of restriction at the place of work, some policy changes happening, policy changes or making happening with the bosses, seniors. You're discussing some new projects. So you're working through all that as well. Saturn is going to be in Taurus NAVAMASA, and is aspected, Saturn is as it is aspected by Rahu. So there's a lot of confusion as it is at the place of work. There's something chaotic which is happening, and a lot of aggression with the partner also. So this is going to be very discomforting kind of a feeling this week as far as your relationship is concerned, relationship with the outside world is concerned. So you have to maintain that cordiality, spend some time with your friends, your social circle, and you will sail through this phase as well. So make the best use of your ideas and your creativity. Student natives will be doing really wonders, or some competition that they are sitting for, some exams, that's going to be very successful for them. Some major changes will be coming in as far as your job is concerned. Some major policy decisions will be definitely taking place. So you have to work through those energies this week. And the best thing about your the best thing is that Mars is looking at your first house. A lot of aggression, but at the end of the day, you feel that aggression was required. Very positive for you. So this week, you're going to be having a lot of emotional bent of mind towards your work, towards your parents, and also towards your friends. So spend some time with them rather than being having that egoistic bent of mind and having clashes. Okay, coming to Taurus. For Taurus natives, Moon is going to be in your 8th, 9th, and 10th houses this week. And lastly, towards the end, it's going to be in the 11th house. So there will be some mood swings. You can have some contradictory, bent of mind with the female counterparts at the place of work, especially. You can have some, sense of, detachment with the people around you, some mood swings. You can have some policy decision making, which, is going to lead to some really, something very major changes, which are, infinite resources, abundance also. Leadership qualities will enhance, overcoming obstacles, projects planned as per you will culminate, and you will have the desired results which can manifest during this week. Allow yourself to dive deep into the subject matter at a time. Don't do multitasking. You're more inclined towards doing this job also, that job also. So that leads to the downfall and makes everything very haywire. So just move on with one thing at a time and be more receptive to the people around you, their viewpoint, their ideas. Pay some attention to that also. Your luck is by your side as it is, because Saturn is in your 9th house, in the 10th sign, which is the luck lord. And Saturn's transiting through the Taurus Tamasha is going to bring about some new prospects, some stability in financials also. There can be definitely some confusion. You'll be on the crossroads, but definitely a very positive week for you to make some decisions related to your work. And some bosses, seniors, they are going to be changing, or they're going to be doing something about the projects that you are handling. So some changes coming your way. Also, your Mars, Mercury, Sun are in the 6th house. Some competition success is reflected. Student natives are going to be doing well. Harshness in speech is also visible of your children. Maybe they're losing their cool often, so that is irritating you. So you have to also have that kind of bonding and understanding with the children, and then make them understand how they are behaving, rather than going agitated as to what they are doing and getting frustrated unnecessarily. Okay, so this week you will be having a good bonding with your parents and with your seniors and bosses also. You might just get very emotional at the place of work, so maintain some composure. Okay, coming to Gemini. For Gemini natives, this week you will be having a lot of enthusiasm to do things. In relationship, you'll be doing well. You are going to be having a good bonding, sexual pleasures, and there can be some, change of place also. There can be some new alliance, new people coming into your life, and you are going to be having a lot of conversations this week. So whatever you have planned, that is going to go your way in the beginning of the week. By the middle of the week, definitely there can be some mood swings, there can be some health issues, some eating disorder, digestive problem, but it will be getting better with the passage of time. So 2.5 days later, you will feel better. Some planning to travel. You're going to be having some travel plans, which are going to actually culminate, and you're going to be making some decisions regarding your your friend circle, your parents. You're going to be making some decisions as to where you have to stay with your parents, or you're going to be moving. All those energies are also heightened with the moon's transit through this week. And you are going to be having some issues in childbirth. So you have to be really careful. You have to take the proper treatment to proceed further on. Student natives are very courageous, very bold in making decisions. Some new subjects they are going to be taking up, some new subjects they're going to be choosing, and they're going to be changing what they have been doing in a conventional manner. So some new bigger, better changes coming your way. Expenditures are on rise. Be careful about your unnecessary expenditures on gadgets, etc. So this is going to be a very positive time for that reason. If you don't, spend unnecessarily. Love relationship definitely is going to be better. Health is going to be little under the weather, so you have to be taking care of your health, of course, because Venus is in the Papkartari, that is Ketu on one side and Saturn on one side. So 7th house is under affliction because of that. So you have to take care of your food habits, digestive system, and your lower abdominal region as well. Everything will be fine once the planets are well positioned. Okay, after 20th, I think things are going to get better for you. For Cancer natives, Moon is going to be in your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses, and lastly 9th. So you will be feeling quite charged up to take up new tasks, multitasking. Maybe you will be organizing everything, planning your calendar, planning your financials. Maybe with the female counterparts, you're going to be actually resolving certain issues that you have been going through, and you're going to be making some major decisions this week about your health, about your fitness, about your maybe starting of any treatment, health issues that you have to actually pay attention to. Saturn is going to be in Taurus Navamansha, which is your 11th house. So there can be some separation or some kind of isolation with your friends. In your friend circle, you will have some clashes, or there will be some confusion. Investments might just fall apart. You are pumping in a lot of money and you don't get the returns. But at the same time, this week is full of some connectivity with people, bonding with people also. So you have to actually change your persona and change your perspective towards life, so that you are actually receptive of other people's mindset also. You can't just be superimposing, you can't be just imposing as to what you want. This also leads to serenity in relationship, one-on-one conversation, seeking harmony, seeking balance, compassion, and all these energies are going to get intense, not just on the emotional plane, but also on the physical plane. You're going to be having that sexual bonding also this week with your partner. Student natives are having a little tough time to understand things, or maybe they are feeling quite detached from whatever they are studying. So they feel that, I don't want to do this. I really don't want to be more involved into anything which is boring, maybe, So you're feeling quite low on acquiring more knowledge. You're not feeling up to it. Travels on cards. In case you have to, you can plan by the end of the week, and some place change, some house change, or something to do with your vehicle, maybe you're going to be changing. Also, you have to take care of your health, organize everything, and everything shall fall in place. Okay, relationships especially, you have to really be more getting involved in the relationship on an intense manner. Coming to the next sign, that's Leo. For Leo, this is the week to start with about joy, protection, then romance, beauty, creativity. So you have to let loose your imagination. Imagination should have no boundary, so that, Venus and Moon combination gives you a lot of, positive energy towards that. Embrace everything that comes your way, just make everything positive. Take a break from the environment you have been trapped in. Do something very funny, or you can do something which brings joy to you. And there is certainly divine protection with you, because Venus in the trine in the natural zodiac, this is the sign of luck. So this is definitely very positive for you. In case you have to make any policy decisions, you have to travel, you have to, start new projects, so you can be doing this week. You have a lot of courage also. Boldness is there, courage is there. You're making decisions left, right, and center. Rahu energy definitely is pulling you down, but at the same time, there are so many other factors which are very positive, and they're giving you that kind of, protection. Jupiter is looking at Rahu till the 20th, especially. So whatever you have to do, you just go ahead, no stopping, and just pull through whatever you have started. Definitely a very positive week for that reason as well. You're going to be having a lot of good relationship with people, serenity, one-on-one conversations, seeking harmony, seeking balance. All that is quite likely during this week. You do have some mysterious kind of an attraction, companionship you're just looking at. You want to have that bonding, you have that kind of inclination this week. So you will be very emotional about all these energies, and you will be definitely making certain decisions emotionally. Be practical, and then, just don't get carried away. Be more specific as to what you want, and then decide. Don't just mix 2-3 things together and then, it just falls apart. Don't do that. Also, we have seen Saturn's transit through Taurus and NAVAMASA brings about some confusion at the place of work. You are going to be putting a lot of hard work, though it is the PUSHKARA NAVAMASA. It is definitely going to be putting, you have to put a lot of effort to whatever you are doing right now. The results definitely are going to be favorable at the end of the day. You will not regret as to what you have done, but the process is very tough. To reach that goal, the road is very, topsy-turvy. Okay, so you have to be accepting all that and then move on. There can be some complications, but at the end of the day, you feel that yes, it was a win-win situation. Student natives are going to be doing well. New relationship coming your way. Somebody at the place of work, or somebody at from your relatives or your friends. Some new alliance is coming your way. Some party you attend, and then you meet somebody there. So that is something which is like house on fire, and you feel that this is the person I want to be with forever. Okay, that decision also can happen, you can make, but don't get carried away. Be more practical, be more receptive, rather than being making decisions emotionally. It's not going to help you. Okay, coming to the next sign, that's Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this week is about staying back home, spending some time with your own people, thinking about, contemplating about what happened in the past, what all did you do, putting things in order. Work and play, these are merged together. Sharing, freedom, and adventure. These are the highlights of the week for you. You're going to be spending some time with your people, and some home security, about all the lands, vehicles you're going to be discussing this week. And you are going to be making some major policy changes also. Mother's health needs to be checked. Some constant, checkups should be done from time to time, so that, your mother is fine. Or some female counterparts, at home, they can have some health issues, and you're going to be paying attention to them. Also, there can be some confusion with your dad, with your father. This can bring about some irritation, frustration also, maybe something to do with your harshness in the speech, spoils everybody's mood or hurts others. So you have to be really careful about your speech right now. There's a lot of ego clashes which is happening. You want to, impose your ideas, your viewpoints on others, and people are not going to be, maybe they follow you, but they are not happily following you. They are not listening to you internally. They're just showing that they are. So how you do that, that people start following you, people start understanding you, people start listening to you as a leader. So you have to be very unconditionally doing things. You have to be very unconditional. You have to be very calm. You have to be very focused on others rather than yourself. You don't have to be self-centric. Only then people will acknowledge whatever you're doing. So as a leader, as a politician, so this is the time, do for others, and then you see how much difference does that make. Okay, Saturn is going to be in Taurus NAVAMASA, which is your 9th house, and that is something which is going to be giving you a lot of confusion, maybe related to your education stream, which stream to choose or which job to pick. Maybe you are still thinking about leaving this job or not. You have that confusion right now. Travels might be a little cumbersome with Rahu energy there, and Taurus sign Saturn is the karma karaka. And when Saturn is in Taurus sign, you become very particular about certain things. You become very focused on attaining you focused on financials more. You want to make money at the earliest or as soon as possible. And, maybe you are thinking about savings more during this time. So this is very positive. You are focused on what you want to actually. So this is good. For student natives, it's a good transit. This week is good for you. And for your family, for family front, this is going to be a mixed bag. So you will have off and on mood swings. You will eat something outside and you will have some digestive issues. So all that you have to take care of. Okay. So coming to a Libra sign. For Libra, this week is about travels, about journeys, about meeting people, about your neighbors also. Maybe you have been having a lot of troubles and issues with the neighbors. You're going to be sorting that out. For sure, it's a very positive week for you. And we have Saturn, Jupiter in the Kendra. So there can be some kind of change of place, change of job. Everything is going to get amplified. Actually, some change is coming your way, which is going to, if at all it has not happened till now with Saturn Jupiter transiting through your 4th house. It's been from a long time, but why the decision is coming your way now? It's because you have it's going to be giving you some kind of clarity now. That is the reason you could not. Don't be too aggressive. Don't be too over. You can be over practical. You can be overly indulgent. In a particular decision making. So you have to make decision not in impulse, but at the same time, don't get carried away in your practical approach towards life that much that you don't look at the emotional point of view at all. So think about logically. Don't just consider your self to be just a money making machine. Okay, you have your life, spend some time with your family, and spend learning something new, also some new subjects. Okay, for student natives is a good transit, and they'll be actually doing really well in education. Some new startups also coming your way, very likely. Coming to Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, you will have a lot of focus and attention on making money out of money. You're focused on food, financials, and family this week. And you are going to be having a lot of ego clashes as well with your own people. So you have to mind your language, mind your tongue, and do not get carried away as to what exactly others are saying. You will get influenced by others, and then you will start spending and buying things which are actually, which are actually pushing the expenditures high. So you have to be really careful about those energies also. It's not right to show it off to others. You're spending your wealth, you're depleting your financials, which is not right. Some gadgets you're going to buy, eyesight issues can happen. Your skin can have rashes this week. So make sure that you take care of your body. It can happen next week also. Till the time Mercury, Mars, Sun combination in the 12th house. So feet region also, you can have some pains because Saturn and Mars are in mutual aspect, and it gives nerve disorders. So take care of your health, and do some Hanuman Chalisa and read some Hanuman Chalisa. It will be really good for you. That's something very safe remedy actually. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, sorry, one second. For Sagittarius natives, Venus is over your 1st house, hemmed between Saturn and Ketu, and Sun, Mars, and Mercury are in your 11th house. So as you can see, all the planets are in the upper half, and this means that you're going to be having a lot of decisions this week about your relationships, about your financials. Parking your funds this week is very good. If you have to open a new bank account or something demat or something, you can do that. Mercury is also going to be in your 11th house for some time. So this is the time when this is a retrograde phase which Mercury is going through. So maybe, some investments you're going to reap the results now, which you made long time back. And now you're going to be reaping those results, and which is very powerful for you, very favorable for you. In case you have to go in for some investments, check with your, CA or somebody who is an advisor. Only then go ahead with it. Seek advice of the specialist. Only then it is possible. You have Mars looking at your 5th house, very good for education purpose of your children. But for childbirth, this is not a good combination. Sun, Mars, Mercury, this is not a good combination. But yeah, you have your siblings who are going to be helpful, and they're going to be maybe making certain decisions which are very positive for you. Or maybe they will make a lot of money, this week, which is, of course, shareable. So yeah, that's it, I think, for the Sagittarius sign. Okay. For Capricorn natives, Saturn is going to be in Taurus NAVAMASA, and we have Rahu in your Taurus sign. So when we superimpose, Saturn is in your 5th house zone. So there is something to do with the, children, with your relationship, love, romance, art, drama, design. All these are going to be getting impacted negatively. So be careful about your own mental setup and your practical approach towards life, which is going to be really helpful for you to make decisions in the future, right? Ketu is looking at Pisces, and Saturn is looking at Libra. Saturn is looking at Pisces too, and Saturn is mutually aspecting Mars, and of course Mars and Ketu, Mars and Saturn are mutually aspecting each other. So there is some major decision regarding your workplace, some job change, some new seniors coming, and new projects coming your way. It is quite frustrating also because Saturn over the 1st house gives a lot of mental anxiety as well. You are not able to make decisions instantly. Saturn slows you down, right? It's a bigger and a powerful energy because of Jupiter's presence, and Ketu is in your 11th house. So be careful about the relationship with your friends. There can be some theft, some accident, which can take place. So take care of yourself. I keep repeating all these. I don't want to say, but it is visible, so I have to say it. Okay, so please don't mind me saying that. Also, Moon will be in your 1st house, and lastly the 2nd house. So you're going to be having a lot of inclination towards your personal grooming, how you look, how you see people, how people see you. So all that you're going to be contemplating during this transit this week. So you are going to be having the Saturn transiting through your 5th house zone, because it's in the PUSHKARA NAVAMASA of Taurus. So here Rahu's energy might deplete your financials. It might just give you some setback in relationship. You're not having that confidence. So build on that. In case you have some complications, you definitely will feel better only when you work through those energies. It is going to be a very positive week for the ones who are into archaeological department, history, who's actually involved in the ancient sciences. So this is a very positive week for them. But at the same time, there is a lot of complications and expenditures with the female counterparts. So you have to be really careful about that. Mercury being the lord of your 9th and your lord of your 6th is conjunct Sun and Mars. So this also brings about some calculative approach to life, balanced, harmonious relationships. You are focused on maybe some matured kind of a spouse, or somebody who is a traveler. Can be the spouse is a traveler, quite likely. Okay. Coming to the next and the second last sign, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius people, Moon is going to be in your 11th, 12th, and then first houses. So this will give you a lot many friends, inclination to do the inclination to make heavy investments, buy and sell property, real estate, and also your vehicles. Maybe you're going to be changing to some new vehicle very soon. Saturn and Jupiter in the 12th house form a connectivity with the foreigners, foreign clients, and also some expenditures on cards as well during this time. Saturn's transiting through the Taurus Navamansha will bring about some confusion and in relationships, in relationship with your mother, with the people around you, with the family members, or if you are a student native, then there can be some break in education. But at the same time, this is a very stable sign. Rahu is there, of course, but irrespective of Rahu's presence, but this is definitely a very positive graha for you. Take care of your father's health, travels, childbirth is concerned. So there is a childbirth reflected, and there is a new romance also starting. Okay. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. For Pisces natives, this week we have some new beginnings, new innovation, new innovative ideas. Stepping up in career is quite likely. You are having some intimate relationship with your partner or maybe somebody from the place of work. There are revelations. You have to be careful in case this is an extramarital relationship. People are not uplifting you. You feel very uneasy because of that also. You're very confused. You're very uneasy. There can be some heightened emotions physically, emotionally. And Moon in the 11th house will give you a lot of encouragement in making more friends. Saturn restricts you, though, will not let you have many friends, but you will put effort because of Jupiter's presence. So maybe childbirth is on cards, planning about your disposal of the house or your vehicle. Maybe you're going to be planning to change everything. So this is going to be a very positive week for you, and you will be having a lot of contemplative energies, introspecting kind of an energy this week. All right. So this is what is the week looking like, and I hope you all have understood and you have followed what I meant. Okay. Stay blessed, everyone.